Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Abby.
And we're the Jailhouse Stitchers. And so we're back for our second floss tube. And Abby, through the miracle of editing, managed to get our first one uploaded.
Yes.
Some alcohol was involved.
No, but definitely some anti-anxiety medication.
But, hold on, my phone's not solid. Okay. So we're back again. So we thought we would try this for a second time. We appreciate everybody who's liked and viewed our video and who subscribed. So if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the little bell at the top, it will notify you when there's a new floss tube that's been uploaded and in the system.
Yes. And so that was my big adventure this weekend.
For the week.
Yes. So we had our stitch in on Saturday with our local group. And then I went home and did some editing, which is not easy, and uploading, and I did not realize that there's that processing.
It took you a little while.
Component that takes hours.
Yes.
So, hopefully these ones will be more streamlined. You'll get them more frequently. Well, not more frequently, but before Sundays. I'm going to try for Friday nights so that people can watch them over the weekend.
Oh, and it's Tuesday, August 10th, 2021, just in case. We should probably tell you what day it is. But by the time you see it, it'll be Friday-ish. Maybe.
Yes.
Depending on how the upload system goes.
That is the goal.
That's the goal. So we're back with whips and haul.
Right. So this week, I was able to get into the Under the Sea Fabrics monthly subscription that Anna had mentioned being open. So it's open until the 10th. So this video is not going to do you a whole lot of good, but if you stay tuned, you're going to see those pieces come in, and I think I got the 28 opalescent.
Oh, okay.
I like sparkly.
I know, but I didn't think you would go for sparkly, but yeah. That's okay. If there's one you don't want, I can just take it.
Yeah. And stash and loading.
Yeah.
And I did see one of you make the comment that you also had been able to get in because Anna alerted us to its presence being open. We also both ordered boxes.
We did. We went on, I'm on Forbidden Fiber Co. on Instagram, and they had a post up, they had boxes come in. So I ordered the coniferous box. And according to the lovely U.S. Postal Service, it was delivered to my mailbox yesterday, except I'm in an apartment and I have a very small mailbox. And it was not in the office because they texted me and told me they didn't have it. But when you look on the Postal Service website, they say you have to wait 24 hours because they may mark it delivered before they actually deliver it.
Yes, I've had that happen. Yes.
So we are waiting anxiously for that box to arrive because I ordered it on the 6th and it shipped the same day. I mean, it was really quick, but that box was ready to go.
Which is awesome.
Which is fantastic. So we were hoping to have an unboxing today.
We were.
But maybe next week.
Next week.
Next week, yes.
Because it's going to happen.
It is.
Yeah.
I want that box.
And I bought the significantly more expensive Yule Ball Advent box. And it will not ship until November. And it's supposed to arrive before December 1st. Naturally, when it gets here, we will open the entire thing and share with you.
Well, we couldn't wait anyway.
No. We have no patience.
We have no patience. Not with stitchy stuff. No patience.
Not with stitchy stuff.
No.
So we're going to just go over our haul for this week. We haven't been hoarding things for weeks as we prepare for this filming. So
I was good this week.
I was too.
Yeah.
I was.
I was on stash loading today and didn't buy anything.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Anna, I'm going to do first.
Okay, so I got my installment of 3 out threads, and Abby got the same thing.
I did as well.
So I only ordered the gas from 3 out threads, but they have several different groups, and I like the gas because they're 10-yard skeins. So we got
so that's an upcharge.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
They have the 5-yard and the 10-yard.
They have a 10-yard. And I decided if I was going to do it, especially when I signed up last year with COVID, that I'd rather have 10 yards in stock than trying to match things up.
Well, you get 10-yard 10 10-yard skeins for $34, which includes your shipping.
Correct.
and so that's $3.40 a skein.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas at our local needle workshop, a skein of Gast is $2.50.
It's $2.50.
So it's a huge.
It's a good deal. So we got old red paint, and we got witching hour,
finally,
and baby spinach. I don't like spinach.
Color, though.
It is a pretty green. Age pewter. I like that. That's a nice gray, and it's got some variation in it. Then we have avocado, which is a nice kind of light green. Apple cider, nice variegated kind of light brown colors. Autumn, which to me it's more of a peachy color.
This is not what I would describe
This is
as
not
autumn.
No, that's not what I think of autumn, because it's the deep reds and yellows and oranges. But
I think a more appropriate name, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this up here, might have been like citrus fruits, right? So you've got your pinks, your yellows, your orange. It kind of just reminds me of like Florida citrus.
Yeah. Okay, so then we got tortoiseshell, which is another nice darker variated green, and adzuki, which is a brown with a really kind of deep maroon in it.
Yeah, mine's kind of browny green.
Yeah. And then amethyst, which is a nice purple, darker colored purple. Not a light, but a darker with, some lighter shades in it. So
I was talking to Kate over at Designs by Madame Ice about these, because she's part of our stitching group. And, one of the things that she has expressed to me is that she doesn't find enough consistency in these threads, and that in some cases they do start to just make these and they seem to just wash out. So like a really good example of that is the Really Tealy,
yes,
which is called for in RETM's Quaker Mermaid, which I have done, and what is on her mermaid and what I purchased at the store are not the same color. I had to find a substitute for it.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at these with Kate, we were both commenting that the vibrancy of these just seem more vibrant. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's because there's more of them, because they're 10-yard skeins, or if these are just from the outside.
I don't know.
Of the hank.
We'd have to go to the shop and look and see if there's a difference between the 10s and the 5s. I never thought about seeing if there was a big difference.
I don't know. Like my amethyst that I already have does not have going from this light brown purple to this deep dark purple that is in here. And
unless they've changed it.
Well, it's possible they've changed it. It's also possible that they get the larger hanks off the outside where you're going to have deeper dyes. Mm-hmm. Because if they are hand over dyed, which they are,
it's different.
They're going to be different. Every skein is going to be different, but it just seems, for whatever reason, that these are more vibrant.
And then you also get classic from 3 Out Threads.
I do. So this was my first shipment, and these are not available in a 10-yard skein. They are only available as 5s, but again, it's 10 of them. I want to say it's $24. And then because I order the other set, I've already paid for shipping, and she refunds me $2.
Okay.
Or she credits me $2 on my invoice, because she sends you an invoice on the 27th. It's due by the 1st. So I got Nighty Night, which is this. I mean,
here.
It is almost black.
It is. Here, try this. Okay, let's do this. Maybe that'll work better. So it is. It is a really almost black.
It is.
But it's
it is a
dark.
It's gorgeous.
Dark blue. It is. Yes.
Yeah. Nutmeggy.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then this is Marvelous. I think this is a really sweet pink. Mm-hmm. I used it in a Jeanette Douglas piece. And so this was the old package. Apparently we were doing O's, and all of the O's are old. Right? Yeah. So we have Old Oak Tree.
Which, that's close for an oak tree. Yeah, sure. That works.
Old Marigold.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that works for Old Marigold.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's
Old Blue Jeans.
There you go.
And then old money.
Okay,
I don't know if that actually means like physical currency or if we're talking about people who are old money.
Because it's a gray.
Correct.
We're gonna go with currency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I also got mistletoe.
Nice green for Christmas.
Nature trail.
Ooh. Nice light green.
Yep. And then I've been looking at this one like 100 times every time I go to shop, and I can't find justification for buying it. So I'm super excited. It came in my blind pack. This is Orgina, and it is half.
Yeah, let me see if I can spread this so you can see.
It is half orange, half pink.
Half orange, half pink, and it's gorgeous.
It's jelly beans.
It is jelly beans.
It's jelly beans.
It's jelly beans. Yes. Yes,
So,
yes.
love that. So very excited, very pleased with 3 Owl Threads. Like I told you last week, you know, you sign up, she sets your expectations, and you're not upset that they're not there. You know, everything is disclosed, and so she does very honest business. And I got beautiful threads. They were packaged in plastic Ziplocs.
Yeah, like that. They come in Ziploc. Yeah.
If they had gotten wet,
They looked a little prettier.
They were.
Twisted up. They
were. Yes, but they came in that, which is nice because if they get wet, then they haven't bled everywhere.
Yes. So my other thread subscription is weeks from the Floss Frenzy for the Weeks Dye Works, and this is with Fat Quarter Shop. And I know they do all the threads, and I know they do silks, but I got the gas from 3 Owl because they're the only one I found that did the 10-yard skeins of it. And I wanted the bigger skeins, but everybody does the 5-yard skeins.
I want the bigger skeins.
Yeah, so this was Shadow Gray was this color this month. So, and I know I have this one. I have this because I had to do it for powder, but I got galvanized, so we're all grays. Then we got, oh, I know you're shocked, gray.
What?
We got gray.
There's a color called gray?
There's a color called gray. Just gray.
It's original.
And then we have Spanish moss. Not really the color Spanish moss.
Not enough green.
Yeah.
It's close, but not quite enough
green. Need a little bit more green. Yeah. Then we have flatfish.
Yeah. Flounder. Yeah, well, it's like a flounder.
Okay. And then we have Pamlico, which has got some browns, darker browns in the gray. And then we have Pelican Gray. So there we go. So these for the weeks every month are a specific color. Last month, I think we had purples last month. February we had, of course, reds. Yeah. And so then it tells you, it comes in this little nice envelope, of course, twisted up all pretty. But this was a July one. So I really like to ice, you know, so I've been adding to my week stash.
My week stash is ginormous.
My week stash is not. My stash that's the biggest is gassed. So
I don't know. I think I've got like 5 rings of the week's 3-inch rings.
So now we got more floss. We actually got silks in.
From Australia.
From Australia, from Silks For You. And Madam Ice sends us a text.
She's doing no new starts, you guys.
She's doing no new starts, but she's the one who convinced us to do cryptid. And then she texts us when the new long dog, the Quinto Acuto, the pointed fifth, came out. Because she's like, we should do this as our new start for the new year. She did. And it has 100 animals in it that's in amongst everything like that. And so then we decided, sure, why not? And we're going to do it in silk.
I've never done one before.
I have one in progress,
right.
Which you will see later. I have Death by Cross Stitch, which will kill me.
Well, and like honestly, a long dog is full coverage. I understand there's negative space, but
it's full coverage.
It's full coverage.
So, who should we do first? Mine, yours, or Madam Ice's? Let's do Madam Ice's colors.
Should we, or should we let her do her own?
We should let her do hers. So you're gonna have to wait. Well, Madam Ice will have to do hers. So this is Abby's. Abby decided to be bold and just do a variegated.
I would never be bold.
Whereas Madam Ice and I picked 2 colors.
I'm sorry about the crinkling. Yeah. I hate the crinkling.
Here.
So,
I know we can.
So when I picked this color off Silks For You, it was a little more
darker.
Autumn.
Yes.
It was a little more autumn.
Yes.
Just, of course, that's your screen saturation.
Yeah.
So am I upset that this happened? No. Is this the color I was expecting? No. But here's the thing. Silks for You used to be Dinky Dyes before Dinky Dyes was sold to a U.S. company. I will tell you that Dinky Dyes are like butter.
These are phenomenal.
And these are
really nice.
She has continued with her quality.
So you got a purple and a gray, and it kind of goes
It's really kind of like a pastel rainbow.
Yes, because there's blue and purple and mauve and pink, and it kind of works.
Gold,
yeah, it kind of works its way. So she's going to do this all the way through.
I am.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to work that on the diagonal. I haven't decided how I'm doing that.
We have a few months.
We do. We have, which is good because now that I have my fabric, I have to go find.
And she sent, and when we decided to do silks, and one of the reasons we decided to do Silks for You is if you buy 5 full hanks, you get 1 free.
And you need 2 hanks of 100 yards
for this one.
Yes.
And then it also got a really pretty needle minder. So what I decided to do is I'm going to do the building in 1 color. So I have selected this silvery gray. So the structure, the building, and all the arches are going to be in this color.
The architectural components.
Okay, be fancy like that.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then for the animals, and there's no colors on these. These are just all numbers. So we'll have to like figure out how to mark that down or whatever.
Yeah, mine is PR 104.
So my silver is PR 150, and then the other color, and this is like a purple with a black in it. It's a dark purple and it's black, and that's the description on her website.
Yeah,
and it's PR 146.
It's PR 146. So it doesn't actually ever reach black. But
no.
It reaches this deep, dark. This is almost like a wizarding color.
And I thought that the two together really was going to be a nice effect.
I love silver with most colors.
Yeah. So I had several other options that I was looking for the other color, but I kept coming back to this one. So this one went out. So yeah, I didn't even get the shipping notice that it was shipped. Although Madam Ice did text me the day after we ordered and wanted to know if our order had arrived. I had to tell her no. So
right, and then you get them last night, and you're like, should we wait to open them?
And we're like, we couldn't.
No, Kate was not going to have that.
And so I ordered this on the 6th, got the shipping confirmation, and it was in my mailbox yesterday, and I didn't even have a notice that it was in the mailbox. I just pulled the package out and went, ooh, and I texted them, going, we have silks.
Customs form.
Customs came. So that is our planned new year, new start.
Yes. So as we find fabrics and other fun things for that.
We wanted the silks first before we picked a fabric out.
So this might look good on the desert opal as well.
Yeah, this is true. So that's the next project, is to find fabric for that.
Kind of mystical. We could do some sparkles there.
Because this,
but it has to be plain sparkles.
This is 353 stitches by 352 stitches.
It's like getting married. It requires great commitment.
And so I'm trying to think size. So it tells you, the one thing that's nice, it explains what the Quinta Acuta, what it is, what it's based on. But then she has a list of all the animals that are in here. So you know exactly how many that are in here, but she's managed to get 100 animals within the arches and in the negative space between the arches.
And Long Dogs is also from Australia, so it's very fitting that we got Australian silk to go with it.
I know. So if you do size-wise, I should have taken this out sooner. So size-wise, sorry, design size, if we do this on 16 count 8 or 32 count linen, the design is 22 inches by 22. 18, 36 is, okay, 20 by 20 by the time you add it up. And that's the design.
I think I'm going to do 32.
I'm either going to do 32 or 36.
I just worry that some of that back stitching will get lost on 36, especially like the spider.
There is a lot of back stitching in here, isn't there?
Because there's a lot of fine detail.
So
and sometimes when you go too small, it gets lost.
We're going to need a big, piece of 32 count fabric.
We will keep you updated.
We will let you know to do that. So that's it for my haul for this week. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. So I know that you guys are familiar with the Black Needle Society, and I did the Frogwarts box. Got some really cute stuff in it. I've decided that virtual retreats are not for me, and that's fine. Everybody's got their thing. But what they shipped last month, in addition to the Frogwarts or the month before, they also shipped the Pirate box, and so I had to know it was in the Pirate box. It's pirates. And they had a Fable headband. And I had gotten one of these Fable headbands in my Frogwarts box. I don't have it here, or I'd show you. But anyway, the one for the Pirate box was really super cute and was an exclusive for Black Needle. So on August 1st at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, they put them on sale as promised.
You missed it.
I did, by an hour. I went on at noon instead of 11.
You didn't set your timer?
I can't even remember to take my migraine medicine. So,
true story.
It was a really cute box. It had cute stuff. And for you guys, I decided...
Really? Just for them?
Okay.
For her.
Okay. Anyway, for you guys, I decided I was going to get the floss pack. And for some reason, I thought this was from Forbidden Fiber. It's not. It's not Forbidden Fiber.
Who did the flosses for them?
The floss for the Pirate box was done by Mystical Diamond Art, which I had never heard of.
Oh. And have you since checked them out?
I have not since checked them out, so I am not going to give you any type of customer service review or their website is amazing, but what I am going to tell you is, according to this card, which I am choosing to believe, this is hand-dyed floss. It is 8 yards, and it's not color fast. These were done exclusively for the Black Needle. When I looked last night, this pack was still available for $8, so these are $2 a skein, plus shipping. And these all have pirate-themed names. Of course.
Of course. So
right?
What do we got?
So we have this beautiful silvery, gold, white, I don't know what it is. It's fabulous, and it's called One-Eyed Willie.
Oh, that's awesome.
From the Goonies.
That's awesome.
Yay!
That's awesome. That's a nice color. Okay.
Yes, it's beautiful. So the next one is teal and silver.
And it's called?
Because again, you can never go wrong with silver
and
a jewel tone. Yeah.
Correct.
Also not color fast. This is called Captain Jack from, I'm assuming we're not talking about the liquor. We're going with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp and
yeah,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Correct.
I really like that. That's nice.
Okay, so this next pirate I'm not familiar with. So maybe somebody can leave us a comment and tell us who this is. But this is a lovely gray that goes down from a light gray to a really deep gray. And I love these. They're super soft.
They are very soft.
And this is called Dread Pirate Roberts. Was that the name of the pirate in Goonies? Or was it was just One-Eyed Willie?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. But
well, if anybody remembers, we would love for you to tell us.
Yes, that's very nice.
Who he is. And then pink. Beautiful, luscious pink.
I like the name.
Not quite red, but we're going to go ahead and pull out that red coat and tell you that that's Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Very nice.
Yes.
That's a nice color.
It's beautiful.
They're all really nice.
They are. And they're so soft. You just want to...
They are very soft.
Don't put your greasy hands on them at the same time.
I may have to go order some.
$8. And they came right away because they're in stock. But when they're gone, they're gone. Okay. So
I may have to go on tonight.
If you like these and you think you want more than 8 yards per skein, I would suggest that you order 2 packets. Because they are lovely. Mm-hmm. They're very...
And they're colors that you can use for a lot of different things. They're substituting for something if you're looking for that type of variation in them. But
right, and they're heavily variegated and irregularly variegated. Some of the overdyed companies have gone to machine overdying, and machine overdying changes the color about every 3 inches. So it becomes predictable, which defeats the purpose of the overdyes. Yeah. So there we go. The other thing that I got in the mail came with a customs form. We love custom forms. So I'm just gonna stand up. Okay, so I got these beautiful, beautiful lampwork beads from an Etsy vendor in Israel, and they came much faster than I thought. Much faster.
Much faster.
Apparently their post office still works.
Well, we're dealing with the U.S. Postal Service over here.
Well, the fact that I got these and I didn't get hit with customs, I feel like our post office is back up and running.
Well, the silks for you came super quick.
Correct.
Yeah, and we thought they were still sitting in Australia.
She must not ship them on a boat.
Apparently not. No.
So, one of the things that I like to do, I like to zhuzh, is the term that I've been given. I like to bling things up. And I would like to design patterns, but I really haven't figured out how to get what's in my head onto the fabric. And so I'm going to be experimenting that over the next couple of months. But when I saw these, I kind of thought flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided I don't particularly care for the orange color for the purpose of flowers, but I have a design in mind for Halloween that I could put these aside for.
Mm-hmm.
These are a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. But if I can get that Halloween pattern out of my head and onto some fabric,
that would work.
That would work. Now these are not cheap.
And they come in lots of pretty colors.
So this set has 5 colors: orange, purple, green, pink, and blue. So I'm going to be working on a flower pattern, probably, or an Easter egg pattern. I have 2 different things that I'm seeing with these that hopefully I will be able to present you guys with and get your feedback on what y'all think about that idea. But this has also unfortunately opened up the door to wanting to learn to do lampwork beading.
No. We're gonna buy the lampwork beading. Put it down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No,
Thank you. I'm glad to have you here.
Woo! No.
Okay.
No.
So
Is that it for your haul?
That is it for the haul.
Hold on.
No.
Oh.
These are gonna be when we talk about our new and upcoming.
Okay.
So we're not ready for this.
Okay. So that's it for haul.
That's it for haul. So let's do our whip update. And you again have far more than I do. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. So last week, one of the things I showed as my whip was I found my Stitching Book Club Christmas Carol by Sapphire Mountain Handicrafts. And this started last fall, and I found it in August, not completed. And so I felt really bad. So while I was sitting at my stitch-in on Saturday, I was bound and determined, because I do have the cryptid style that I need to start. But I finished it, except for the darn French knots, which French knots and I are not friends.
Do you want me to do them?
No, I'm not going to have you do them. I have beads. I have plenty of beads, and I'm going to put little beads on.
What size did you do that on?
That's like 32 count, maybe.
Oh.
You don't think that's going to work?
Well, I don't know. I have beads. We can look at it when we get done.
Okay. Well, I have beads at home. It's. I also have Snow Village. Either that, or I need to do some practicing with French knots and just suck it up.
I'll show you how I do them.
And maybe that'll work, because I also need French knots. I finished Kringles, and I need to add French knots to that too. Either that or beads.
It's no longer Kringles. We can let everybody know.
It no longer says Kringles. It says Weston's on it. That's my last name. And
Kringles had a bankruptcy, and she swooped in and bought it up, so it is now Weston's.
So this one is done. I felt really good. Finished it.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm going to put it in a little frame.
Do you know, I would love if you finish this for Madame Ice and you to put them side by side so that they could see the difference in the colors, because they're both stunning.
She converted her colors.
She did, and she used a much smaller fabric.
She's weird like that, and she likes the tiny fabrics, like 40.
No, she's not weird. She's not blind.
Yeah. So, but I was thinking, what I was really thinking about this is like, and I think she did hers in almost a silver frame, but I'm thinking about framing it and giving it to my mother for Christmas, because my mother loves everything Christmas and beyond. If it could be Christmas 365 days a year, that woman would be happy.
Yeah, she did hers in like a glossy white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that finished. Woohoo for me. I actually finished something. So since I finished that, did I move to the cryptid style? No. No. So my niece, my favorite niece.
Does she watch this?
No.
Okay. Will she watch this?
I'm going to text my sister and tell her not to because my sister liked when we posted.
Just don't tell them until you've given it to her. And then they can have like 40 of them.
Well, my sister watched the first one.
Oh, damn.
I got to text my sister.
Sorry. I apologize.
So my niece is into anime, the Japanese anime, and she loves the Hero Academia. So I found some patterns on Etsy, and this is by Stitchy by Anna, A-N-A. And so my sister went in and looked and said, oh, she'll like this and then this. So this is the pattern that I picked. I asked Madam Ice because I said, which one would you stitch first? And she said this one. This is going to end up to be 5 by 4, a little under 4 inches on 36 count.
What's its stitch count?
The stitch count is, let me see what it has on here, 90 by 65, but it is full coverage.
It is full coverage.
It is full coverage. So I started this on Sunday because I had finished the other one because I want to do this for Christmas and it's August. And if it's going to get done for Christmas, I need to start now.
You need to bring it to work for downtime.
Yeah.
For like lunch.
So here's where I am. This is what I got done on Sunday. So I felt pretty good. I worked on it, got it done. Not sure that I'm a full coverage person. Small ones, I don't know that I'm going to be doing a hay because that's a lot of stitches in a little spot.
I know. It's like that hay I sent you earlier this week.
Yes. And so this is like a 19 count. It's a Lugana. It's
a buttercream Lugana. I picked it.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of fabric that was in my stash that I just said, which one? Here's the colors and did it. So,
but we picked this because she had like maroon and dark blue, all these dark colors. But when she gets to his face, specifically, if any of it shows through, he was going to have a darker complexion, or God forbid you had used the green one and he looked nauseous. So,
fair enough. So
the buttercream was what I picked.
I am doing 2 threads.
Okay.
Over one. I tried the one. It was too thin.
It's too thin.
It was too thin. I didn't like how it looked. I'm using all the call for DMCs.
Right.
So I have started.
Beautiful.
Just has to be done to be able to ship for Christmas.
These cherry blossoms are I understand this is all confetti,
mm-hmm.
but these cherry blossoms, they don't translate on paper, but they're beautiful here.
Yeah, and it was only a digital pattern.
Is his hair teal? His hair is teal.
Yeah, well, there's teal behind him. I think that's
his hair. They do that in anime.
Okay, well, so yeah, so that's
his hair.
That's his hair back in there. And so I felt pretty good. I got almost all the way down. I have one piece. This is the bottom. So this is as far down as we go.
Cool.
I have another color that goes in here, but I was trying to color complete all of this as I was going in. So I
will have to Etsy deep dive a really awesome frame for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So those were those. And then, so I am a member of Semi-Sane Stitchers. And in Semi-Sane, they run a lot of different games through the year. So I started in July, just was looking for something different to do. I'm in the August focus, which means you focus on one piece. And for every 1,000 stitches, you get an entry. They like do drawings and stuff.
Okay.
All right. I also signed up for their version of Uno. So you pick 4 whips, and they have a wheel that they spin, and so you have all 4 of the whips, skip, draw 2, reverse, and wild. And there's also Uno call, so if it lands on that. So if you spin the wheel and whip number 1 comes up, you do 100 stitches on it for that day. That's it. If it's the skip, draw 2, wild, or reverse, it's 200 stitches.
Okay, remember that I rely on you to check my emails for work.
I know.
So these are all too complicated for me.
So my 4 whips that I picked were some of my BAPs. So my whip number 1 is...
I will put down in the comments what that abbreviation stands for.
So my whip number 1 is Lady of the Flag, which I showed last week. And I'm doing that on the We the People Constitution by the Primitive Hair. So I did not take anything out of the Q-snap. I got everything in. It's not coming out. But I did get a lot of work this week because this got pulled. It just hit a lot this week. So I got finished down in here, and I'm up in here finished. This is the flagpole here, so there's still part of the dress, and then I can move up.
So I started this piece at the same time that Miss Anna did, and I picked the dark blue conversion. She has put away.
She's not feeling the love.
And I couldn't figure out what it was because I've been planning it for years, right? I got the Constitution linen. I looked at all of the conversions. And I was set. I was ready to go. I was enthusiastic.
We started at the same time. We had a set night that we worked on it Wednesday. We worked on the lady. That was it.
Right. So I bought the lady at the same time that I bought my Queen of Freedom, who is back here. And one day we will talk about her in all her glory. Guys, I picked these patterns out of vanity. I'm not going to lie. Okay? I wanted to win Best in Show at the fair. And Charleston is, I'm not going to say that Charleston is super patriotic. We're just kind of in that, like,
but it has a deep military background.
So it does, especially as you get out into Berkeley and Dorchester counties. And our fair, the Coastal Carolina Fair, which is coming up, and we will do a spot on our entries, is in Dorchester County. So I was like, you know, I'm going to do a patriotic piece because all of those service members, all of those first responders, they all go to this fair, and People's Choice Award and Best in Show are largely influenced by those people. I did not win the People's Choice Award the year that I entered my Queen of Freedom because I ordered them both. I ordered them both from 123 Stitch way back when they were both in their original printing.
Okay.
So I got them both at the same time, and I sat down with them, and I was like, I could not deal with that much yellow. And she went in a binder, and I didn't think about her again for a decade. But I stitched up my Queen of Freedom, and I put her in, and she did win Best in Show. But, so here's what's funny, right? So we go to the show, and I've got that big first place ribbon, but I can't find the Best in Show. And so when I went to go pick it up subsequent to the fair, when they put the ribbons on and then hung them for display, they let the Best in Show ribbon go to the back of it, so nobody knew who was Best in Show. And then I got it, and I was like, oh my god,
how exciting!
Right? I'm so excited. And at that time, I lived in an arts and craft home in Park Circle, and I was like, what in the name of God am I going to do with this horrendously patriotic piece? And I'm going to save that story for another day. Needless to say, she found a wonderful home for several years. I have moved into a Republican neighborhood that has a lot of people who are very patriotic, and so she now fits in my house better than she did in very liberal Park Circle. So I ended up giving away my initial queen, or my initial Lady of the Flag, right after the highest one sold, which was $700.
That still
I know.
Me.
I sent it to a lady in Georgia. And then, like, 2 years later, when it got re-released, I was like, I'm going to need one. So I was able to secure one from Sassy Jacks.
I had my lady in my stash, and when I started stitching 2 years ago, my friend Julia, who was working on our local needlework, was talking about unicorn charts. And I said, well, what's a unicorn chart? Because it was different. I had been out stitching for a while. So she was describing it, and she showed me the picture, and I went,
I have that.
I think I have that in my stash. And she said, really? And I went, yeah. So I went digging through my stash, and I had bought her originally from my needlework shop. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to stitch her or not, but then I saw the conversion to the green, and I liked it for the Statue of Liberty. So,
well, yeah. So I started getting interested in her again when I saw all the conversions, and I saw the dark blue, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, oh my god. So I get everything ready we're starting that day.
Mm-hmm.
I have some blue put in, and I'm just scrolling through seeing what the new stuff is on that page. Damn if somebody didn't do it in the light purple. And I was like, and I think that has taken the wind out of my sails.
I think so. I think you just need to start her again.
I do.
Yeah.
I just need to get a piece of Constitution linen and move on.
So I made her my focus because I really want to see some work on her, because I worked on other projects and she got put aside because I was stitching on her every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Every Wednesday she was getting stitch on, and she hasn't gotten any luck the last few months. So my other one, that's one of my whips for Uno. My other one is Glendon Place Strawberry Shortcake. And I have several of the desserts. And so I'm stitching it with all the called for dinky dies. And I'm just going to tell you, nothing come out of the Q snap. But this is where I'm at right now. So this is where I've gotten on it. And this is, I'm doing this, I forgot to pull out. I think I'm doing this on moss. Let me find my piece of paper.
It's moss.
It's moss, yeah. So I'm doing this.
Who's it by?
Picture this. Is Moss Picture This Plus?
It is Picture This Plus.
It's Picture This Plus.
Okay.
But I just thought the greens with the purples and the golds, I liked it better than what the call for was. So the call for was Chime, Cashel Linton by Picture This Plus, which is kind of more of a yellowy color. But I just liked the greens. The silks look better when I did a floss toss on the green, so I decided to put it on the green.
Which one is this? Is this
Strawberry Shortcake? Yeah, I have 4 of them.
Yeah, so Strawberry Shortcake usually has like a white cake on the inside. So I think this is kind of a light yellow buttercream, but I love this green.
I did not like the colors on a light color.
No, this is stunning.
Yeah, so I like the green. So I put this on some Stain for the Uno because this one's another one that's kind of been pushed to the back. It's not been one of my favorites, and I keep starting other BAPs. And because this is size-wise, it's 197 by 197. So design area is 14 by 14 on a 28 count, and this is a 32 count. This is a 32 count.
Did you get a fat quarter?
Probably, yeah.
Then you'll have plenty for framing. You know, if you ever frame it.
Yeah, I know. I don't necessarily frame all my stuff. But so that's my other for Uno. So then we have my long dog, and I got this pattern before COVID hit. There's another lady who used to come sit at her shop, and she was doing this. She was doing this in a monochromatic color, like a dark. It was Deborah who was doing it, and she was using DMC, but she was using like 37, 96, one of the darker colors.
Was it 37?
No.
Okay.
No. So here is Death by Cross Stitch. So I, in my infinite wisdom, thought I must do this because I'm insane. So this is 363 by 447. I've never quite done a pattern big enough. And originally, I was going to do this in Mediterranean Sea by Gast. I had stitched another piece in that color, and I really liked it. But then COVID hit, and we couldn't get enough floss and in the same dye lot. So we were out at a quilt store, and
yeah, I wish we knew the name of that quilt store.
Yeah,
it's up in Molden.
It's Marietta's.
Is it Marietta's?
It's Marietta's.
Okay.
So they had sulky thread.
And she was looking at it, and I was like,
this is the same as 2 strands of.
Correct. You can do this in 12 weight.
Yes, this is 12 weight.
On the count that she's using, which is 36.
This is 36. Yes, because I needed such a big piece of fabric that 36, and I originally was going to do the floss 1 strand. So I have 2 spools of that based on what I needed for yardage, and it is a variegated, and this is, it is so easy to work for, and I'm not trying to match up, I'm just pulling it off, sticking it in thread, but this is where I am in my long dog. I have not yet completed the first page yet. So this is, oh, I can't show you the pattern, sorry. I literally have,
where's the cover page?
Oh, so the first page ends,
yeah, you get to the bottom of that staircase.
Yeah, we're right about there is where the first page and come across. I'm all the way across for the first page, but here. Now, I don't like the alphabet. I don't like to stitch alphabets, So I'm going to pull some of these designs down, and then this is going to get stitched last because I'm going to pull some of the other motifs and like pull this design up. I'm going to play with it.
I don't think you should pull, this is my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know if you should pull another motif from in here, but go look at one of her other medieval patterns
and maybe pull something if something will fit. Yeah.
Right. Like she's got griffins and lions. I don't know what else she has out there.
Well,
but
there's an owl over here. There's some birds.
But I wonder if we could get another mythological.
There's a rabbit.
We could
do
another mythological character.
Well, we might be able to find something in the one we're going to start at the beginning of the year.
I think it just says unicorns.
Yeah. So.
But we'll find it.
So, but I just, to me.
Like a dragon.
Oh, a dragon. Oh, I have my dragon pattern.
No, one of her dragons.
I know, but so I'm not an alphabet person, and I just think this, in my opinion, takes away from the pattern. I've seen people stitch it, and it's beautiful. It's just not my aesthetic. Like, I did Summer Quaker and took the alphabet out. Yeah, I'll take alphabets out of patterns so as not to stitch them. So,
they're debatable.
So it's not that bad. I bought 2 spools, which is enough yardage.
Yes, and then she bought it in two different colors.
I bought another color because I wasn't sure what I wanted. I'd already bought the fabric.
Right.
And the other one I bought is purples.
It's purple.
It's very pinks. Yeah. It's pinks and purples, and it didn't look right on the fabric, but the green and that, which is really where I wanted to go with the color on here. So I have that one saved, and I'll do for another project. But I don't think there's any name on it. There's just a number. This is.
I'm sure it has a name, but
it says 7134016. But I love how the variations turning out. And so,
and of course, sulky is not hand dyed, right? So you are going to get the more predictable color changes.
Yes.
But you're also going to be able to go back and buy more.
Yes.
So this is 100 meters.
330 yards on there.
330 yards.
And based on the yardage, I bought 2.
You bought 2.
I bought 2, which is plenty with the yardage.
And the thing about sulky is if you buy it at your local needle workshop, it is pricey because they have smaller spools.
Yeah.
If you go to your quilt shop,
they have the big spools.
They have the big spools, and they have more of the line.
I think for 4 spools, I paid what?
Like
$12 or $13 for 4 of them.
Which was like you were paying over $100.
I was gonna pay over $100 for the
silk.
for the overdyes for the silk.
Overdye.
So this has been one of my my semi-sane, and then my last one, and you saw it last week, and this has been really good, is my Blundation, because this is easy to count. Because one of these stars is 101 stitches.
Do we need to tell them that the frog came and visited you?
No, we did not.
We're not going to talk about
the
that.
frog did come and visit me on this because I stitched the motif, one part of it going the wrong way. So this is where I am. So I'm making progress. So I got to do stars across the bottom here. I have to do stars, and then there's the motifs in the blue that match the top that go on the bottom, and then I can do a move, and I'll be finishing the stars, and I'll start on the stripes. But this is just like a set pattern. It's going pretty quick.
So I have a stitching friend named Mary Lou Wood, and she did this piece as called for. She does not deviate from patterns, and she was the one that got me like, ooh, I'm gonna win
at the fair.
At the fair,
yeah.
And gave me this idea that a patriotic one will do it. So she actually clean sweeped the entire event. Like she got best of craft show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna aim that high because
it's Mary Lou.
I will fail.
Yeah.
But she got People's Choice Award, best in show, best on linen. I mean, she got 5 ribbons on this thing. It is a labor of love, and it is gorgeous finished when you do it. I haven't seen it in the DMCs, but I will tell you that when you do it with the called fors, gorgeous.
Yeah, because the colors for the call for, and that's why I decided to do them. I loved it. Now, the white is antique lace. It's crescent colors, so it's antique lace. The blue is blacksmith blue, so it's really dark, and then in some places there's a little bit of light, but pretty much is dark. And then Cupid is the red, and the variation in the Cupid is like phenomenal. I haven't gotten to the red yet, but
and
I mean Cupid.
We're gonna have to show the needle minder.
Oh yeah. So the Cupid, let me get it out of here. I love, because I looked at it and I considered doing it in the DMC, but when I looked at the red, I had to do the red because the color variation of this is the light and the dark in this red is phenomenal. And so that's what the part of the stripes are in this. And so I can't wait to get stitching and do this.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that you get these over-dyed requests from these designers and you're like, there's no variation here.
And the blue is very mild.
Yeah.
The white, I really can't tell in the white.
Right.
But I just...
So you may not have dyed if you had just done like that 37, whatever color that was.
So she wants to talk about the needle minder. So let me pull it off.
Yeah. So
this is actually really heavy. I noticed that when I'm like stitching, there's a weight to this.
This one is heavy. I think they probably order blanks. I got this from a shop on Etsy. Anna's from the Midwest.
I am.
And she's patriotic. I'm not very patriotic. I'm from California.
My dad's military, so yeah.
My dad's not.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I got her this eagle for her birthday because she started this project for
Memorial Day.
Your father?
No, this one's mine.
Oh, well, that's not what inspired this needle minder.
I have an eagle that I started for my dad.
Yes, you had him an eagle, and he's got wings of the American flag.
Yes, and
he's essentially over the top patriotic. But
he is.
So,
and that will go on there once I get done with this one.
So when I ordered this, I sent it to Kate over at Madam Ice, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with this bird's chest. It's got these two round things. And ultimately what I decided is that going back to Greek mythology, she is wearing a breastplate. She is a winged harpy of patriotic
there we go.
vengeance, protecting America. So she might be a little over the top.
But she's heavy. When I'm holding on the Q snap, I can feel the weight of her.
But she's fabulous.
She is fabulous. So she resides on this, and when I go back to my dad's project, which is not getting done this year for Christmas, you laughed when I said
surprise,
it was
surprise.
I know. It's not happening because it is a full coverage piece on black Ada. And it is an eagle. That's the American flag because my dad loves eagles and that. So those are my 4 whips that I put into Uno because I wanted to see more progress on these.
Plus your finish, plus your new start.
Plus my finish, plus my new start. So I did that all this week. And then, and for whatever reason, Lady of the Flag, the roll has been coming up for her. She's gotten the most of the whole week. Lady of the Flag's gotten the most stitches, surprisingly, which is fine because I needed some progress on her. So that's my whips.
She's not small.
No.
So I had, since I last spoke to you guys, I worked on my Sleeping Princess as my active whip. We talked about that last week. I have active whips, and stuff that I've started that I am going to finish. So the first one,
this one is turning out so pretty,
is the Sleeping Princess. And this weekend I was able to get these pink lines in, and then this is actually, oh, there's a knot there. Ooh, okay. Don't touch. That's my mistake. I'm the only one that can touch it. This purple, which is not purple, it's gray. It's 318.
It looks purple.
It does. Right, so it's always so interesting, like
when you put
37, what is it? 30, whatever the 37 is that is called for in everything.
3779? No, 37.
I thought it was 3777.
It's 3777. It's in a lot of the mirrors.
3177?
No, it's 37 something.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
there's one that is in all of the mirrors.
Yes.
It seems, and it does not matter what color you are fading to. It is the one that you are going to. It will look purple. It will look green.
Yes.
It will do whatever you want. And here, you are seeing a very gray color in the way it's being drawn out. It's being drawn out as purple.
Very nice.
And it's stunning. So I finished this row up top.
And the frog came and visited you.
Well, did it?
Yeah.
A couple times.
The bottom lines.
Oh yeah, these ones last night that I had to take out because I started this one to the left too far so that both of them were off.
But
at least we found it early and not like 1,000 stitches later. but this is ready to go for some back stitching and beads, and I gotta fill in all of this. It's a lot of pink.
But it's looking good. It's looking really good.
It is, and
That's not bad because you started that earlier this year.
I did.
I think you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember exactly when I started it, but I went to our local needle workshop with Anna, and then we went over to Kate's house
And started stitching. We were having a stitching day.
We were having a stitching day,
Mm-hmm.
which we will actually be having more of.
Yep.
Shortly. Okay, I gotta take off one of these needle minders. So we showed you needle minders last week, and I told you that I was gonna put the name of one of them down in the comments, and I didn't. And I didn't because that particular cryptid has caused a lot of controversy because it is a Native American cryptid, and they are asking us to be respectful of that cryptid, and that cryptid will not show up in this pattern.
No.
And you're not supposed to say the word, so I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Sorry.
But she started the stitch along that the other two that have not started yet.
I did, right? The one that I was kind of wishy-washy on.
She was the one wasn't sure on this. And she's the only one that started. But Kate's doing no new starts right now. I think I'm going to start this maybe tomorrow, or then, maybe tomorrow.
So I started here, and I went down, and I went a little further than the page just because you got to finish the thread. So right now I'm stitching upside down on these, which I'm not even going to talk about that bothering people. So, but these are little, just like you would see at the top of an ironwork gate with bats, and then across, and then upside down across.
And she has a cone of DMC.
I did get a cone of DMC finally. My husband was like, what are you going to do with that? And I was like, well, I intend to use it all before I die. And if I don't, you can burn it with my body.
And I bought Anchor to try because everyone says they like the coverage with Anchor better. So I bought enough Anchor to do this, and I'm going to do that. So I have it kitted and ready to go. I just got to get it.
So you guys did not see this needle minder last week, but we talked about it. This was the 2021 Glows in the Dark. But this was January's needle minder to you guys.
I know, and that's on a project.
Well,
it's not one that's in the rotation. It's in a bag on a project. I'm just not sure which one because it's not on the light stand. All my needle minders go on my lamp post.
All that matters to me is that when you see it, it brings you joy.
It does.
So my El Chupacabra remains.
Stays
for now.
Okay.
If it gets to the point where this is also cultural appropriation, I'm getting a Fresno Nightwalker because I am from California. And that would be my cryptid.
Yeah.
The closest one to where I'm from. So I can claim that cryptid as my own.
I'll have to look. I don't know if Iowa has one.
You have the Children of the Corn.
I don't know if that counts as a cryptid, but
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, you have them.
We do.
Just ask Stephen King.
Yeah, true.
By the way, I'm reading his new paperback, If It Bleeds, and it's wonderful so far. Moving on. Okay.
So that is all of our whips that we worked on for the week.
Okay. So as promised, we are going to do a mainstream designer vendor that we're going to talk about. And then we are going to introduce you to a new company. And I think you guys are just going to be blown away by the floss that I have to show you from this new company. So we did a random number generator to pick the letter of the alphabet that we were going to look for a designer, and then we both have Xstitch, the Xstitch app
on our phones.
Yes, and we're both pretty good about keeping it updated.
Well,
I have like 30 I need to put in right now from my stress buying.
Mine only has, since I've started again, and what was in one tub, I have yet to go back through previous stash.
But you're keeping up on it.
I am keeping up with current things into it. Yes.
I'm not really sure that anybody's really worried about your 1984 cross stitch pattern.
Hey, don't be a hater.
So I thought we both had 4. I actually have 5 Lindy Stitches.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do one and then you can do one because when we looked at our patterns last week, neither of us had the same one.
No, we have none of the same ones.
And I think that that's really interesting because we stitch together often 2 to 3 times a week. And so you would think that we would influence each other's tastes, and absolutely not. But we do enable each other.
We do enable, and occasionally there is some shaming, like, well, the 2 of us have this pattern. You're not going to stitch us? No. Yeah, I hold strong.
Okay.
Or the other one holds strong. So, okay, let's see what you got.
So the first one I'm going to show you, this one is really new, actually. It came out over the summer, and it's very hard to get hold of.
Did that come out at Expo in March?
No.
No, okay.
This one came out, I don't know if there was a drop announcement or not.
I saw it on their Flosstubes.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I don't watch as many as I should.
Yeah, but this is cool.
This is cool, and so this is actually a collaboration between, so our designer today is Lindy Stitches. Yes. So Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. And I will tell you that what attracts me to her patterns is that they are playful and that they are colorful.
Yes.
And they're very different from some of the more serious, like Mirabilias that I work on, that they're gorgeous colors, but
yeah, I like
they're not fun and playful patterns.
And she has playful patterns, and I like
very playful.
Yep, love them.
Finishable, small.
Yes.
Okay, at least this one is. So this is the Saltwater Scrapbook, and this is a collaboration between Lindy Stitches and the Blue Flower,
which is Janine McGowan,
who I adore. I have met her at market. She is fabulous. She is all about promoting this art and promoting these collaborations. And so you can see the 4 here that Stephanie designed for Lindy Stitches. And if you look on the back, you can see all 9 of them together. Part 1 is the Blue Flowers, and it is more difficult to get hold of than this second part. And I don't know why. I don't know if Blue Flower had a more limited run. I'm sure that there will be plenty in the future. But I had to order from 2 different Etsy shops to get both of them. And I think I'm going to, when I do mine, I'm gonna do these differently because Lindy has 5 of them. Lindy Stitches has 5 of them. The Blue Flower did 4 of them because it's a 3x3 square. So I don't think I'm going to use the same layout that they used here. But guys,
they're very cute.
Guys, these are from Finding Nemo. This is mine. Mine. That's what they're, the mine. Seagulls. I love it. And then the pirate with his bright bird, and I love the hammerhead shark. He looks
I do too. I love him. I think he's really cute.
He's just confused. He's
like,
just moving,
where am I at?
He's just moving through life.
Yeah.
I think that her octopus garden one is, I think it's lovely to have those flowers and have that octopus, and then which one's the other one? Oh, she's got the ship. I do love ships. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, you like mermaids too. So, okay, the pattern, the other one, one of hers that I have is Cats Love Christmas, which is true. I love watching her video with her cat, Walter, and the new one. I can't think of his name. But I have 3 brothers, and I have 2 blacks and 1 black and white. So I love this because I've had cats for the last 30 plus years, and they do love Christmas. And I just thought that was cute, for something cute and a little small to do. So this one I have. So this is one of my Lindy's.
So this one I received as a gift from my friend Mary Lou Wood, who I've already mentioned, and it's called Mermaid's May Pin Book. I don't do a lot of pin books. I doubt I'll do a pin book with this one, but I think I'll absolutely stitch that little motif. That's like a weekend project. And it can be finished as a flat ornament.
It could, and yeah.
And you could leave it up year round.
Yes.
I live on the marsh.
So perfect.
I could just be fabulous.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, and I know everybody has seen this. This is Beach Dance, the blue-footed boobies.
Yeah. So Cindy actually finished this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Cindy did, yes.
Miss Cindy did finish it.
Yes.
She's a member of our stitching group.
And I love it. I love how it is with the colors. This is the same thing. I love her colors. Her colors are so bright. Didn't think I was going to stitch this. I held off, but then I bought it. So it's in my stash to eventually do, but I think it's really cute, and I can't wait to see which next bird one she comes out with.
Okay, so this next one was from earlier this year. Yes, so this came out at the first Needle Market Expo that was virtual that we did in March. And this is the American Jackalope. You know, America only has a few really good, what we would call fairy tales or myths, whatever, right? So the quintessential example of American mythology is the legend of Sleepy Hollow and the Headless Horseman. Out west, growing up, we all knew what a jackalope was.
Oh, cool.
We talked about them. That's it, right? So I guess I could also just use a jackalope too.
You could.
I could.
Oh, I'm sure you can find a needle minder with that.
I think I have one. I do. I ordered it from Mad from Minders, so it's a wood one. But it's true. It says back here, first shown in the 1930s. I read that in my book, Death in Glacier National Park.
All right, awesome.
Not more, but I promise.
Okay.
And so, Jackalopian tapestry, and I love the ribbon detail on the side. I need to do this one. It's amazing.
So my next one was a gift from a friend because this is Strutting Tom, and this came out in 2020 market, but it was only as part of a kit.
Yeah. So when I went to market with our local needle workshop, it was buy this kit, but it was
so cute.
It was super limited.
Yes, it was super limited. So a friend had gotten it and she had stitched it, and she passed the stash to me because I always like the turkey. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just thought it was cool. I was cute. You know, another one of her patterns that I like. So, yep. So I have that one.
So I have two of her larger ones. And this was my first pattern by her. Ooh. A thank you card. And so this is called Birds to the Boughs. And she likes to use beautiful poetry as an inspiration. And this color palette, oh my God, it is just amazing.
And it's all DMC.
Is it?
Yeah, floss, all DMC.
Beautiful.
Yeah, perfect.
And it's on 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana. I just like that name, so I think we'll probably just do this as called for. I might have to add some zhuzh, like maybe gold in the crown.
You may have to do that.
Anyway, I love this piece, and she has done several other bird pieces since this one came out. But none of them, to me, make it to this level. They just don't. They're beautiful, but not like this.
So my last Lindy Stitches is another big hit from Market 2020, and it's Mary Mary Needleworker.
I remember bringing that back.
I know, and I love this. And the other thing too is there's another version and there's a night version. So what I think I'm going to do, because I love both of them, I found this picture of this plus Vesper fabric, this green here. And what I'm contemplating doing is splitting it halfway down and making the day on this side and doing the night colors on this side. That's my thought process, and I think this is going to work for the colors.
You're just going to have to change your skirt.
I'm going to have to change her skirt on the day one, but I saw this piece of fabric and I thought with the darker colors for the night it would work, and for a lot of stuff for the day. So what I'm going to do is do a half and half. This might have to be moved up a little bit. I forgot about that. So that one has a piece of fabric. It's ready to go. I just haven't pulled, because the skirt, if you do the skirt and the call for color, it is 5 skeins of Weeks Dye Works, because she uses all Weeks Dye Works in here.
So if you have to buy 5 to do let's say just this orange.
Correct.
You are now going to have to get at least 3 of each.
I don't have to get 3 of each color, but
So
we're going to have to
you're
change
committing
this. I am committing.
To extra floss.
I am committing to extra floss, but I just love this. I love the colors, but I liked both of them. So we were out shopping and I went, well, what if I do half on one side and half on the other side? And we're like, why not? So that is my plan with this when I get this started. Maybe this will be one for next year. I got to figure out when I'm starting. So that's all I have for Lindy Stitches right now.
I actually have another one that's in my closet. I'm not going to go get right now. We can talk about it later. Also got another thank you card.
Okay.
Okay. So this one I got on Stash Unloading. And
it's a house.
It is. So it's a house, and it's she loves houses. It's called Emily's House, and it is got a couple things going for it here. Like, it's kind of spooky, whatever. But we've got all these different animals here, and then we've got the scales of justice. I'm a lawyer in another lifetime.
Correct.
We don't talk about that. But I am definitely for equal protection, and I am all about the fair application of justice.
It's all gentle arts.
Well, I mean, of course it is.
Of course.
We can't do it cheaply.
No.
So what the quote at the bottom says here is, "Speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute." And I am not in any way, shape, or form saying that a lawyer should not make money, but we are in a unique position to be able to help people whose voices cannot be heard. And I have white privilege. I'm not even going to try to deny that I do. My dad was a doctor. I grew up in a great neighborhood. I went to the best high school. Life was set up for me. And so being in public service has been big for me. That's what I want to do. I want to help other people. And so this quote, when I saw it, really spoke to me about my philosophy on the legal field. Again, to each their own. You went to law school, you got your degree, and whatever you do with it.
I don't stitch houses, and they'll look at patterns. Her and Kate, Madam Mice, will go, "It's a house."
Yeah.
And I won't stitch it.
It's a house. So I love this one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that house is kind of daunting, but this one speaks to me. Okay. So I think you've seen a pretty good segment here.
I like her stuff because she has such different things. There's something for everybody.
There is, right? So this is kind of more of your traditional, less bright,
Correct.
kind of sampler.
Yes. It's not her bright colors.
It's not her bright colors.
And then
you've got
that one.
The birds, which are stunning.
Yes.
I mean, I could just play with color all day, and I would only hope to get like half as great as this.
Yeah.
And then you have these ones, like the American Jackalopian tapestry here. And again, she's got muted colors for the jackalope, but then she's got these beautiful colors on the outside. So
yeah, I love her colors.
She's got very good color theory.
Yeah.
In her pieces.
So that was
Stephanie, if you're watching, I need this to be a collection. All of them.
So Lindy Stitches was the one that we both had
in the L's.
In the L's that matched. That was the only one I think in the L's that we matched.
No, there were like 3, but the other ones we only had like 1 each.
Yeah, we only had a couple patterns. So we had more patterns of Lindy Stitches. So yeah. So that's how we ended up with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so my new designer, up and coming, you can find them on Etsy, is KCraftWorksLLC. Y'all, these are beautiful. These are the Mystic Diamond. These are beautiful, right? But it's hard to get vibrant colors. If you are looking for loud, generally you're gonna have to go to your DMC and get something that's been set in by a machine. So I ordered just 4 skeins of this because I was like, this could be really terrible or this could be really fantastic. So the first color I want to show you is called Not So Nova. Not So Nova. And
is that silk or cotton?
These are cotton flosses.
Oh wow.
And these are so vibrant. She hand dyes. She does it, I assume she does it at home. She is in the United States, but her color saturation is just incredible. And I was looking at it online and going, yeah, screen saturation, but I'll try it for a couple dollars. Yeah, it's not just screen saturation. It's really as vibrant as you think it is. So this one, again, is the Not So Nova.
I like this.
I only got 4 skeins because I didn't know what
How many yards are in this?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Could be 8, could be 10. I don't know. But I think they were less than $3. I want to say they were 2, but it'll be between us. This color is Magic, and this is actually kind of what I was buying from her. So when I did the Black Needle Society Harry Potter Frogwarts, I kind of wanted some different overdyes that were more intense in color, and this one's called Magic. You're doing a cross stitch about a boy that can do magic.
You should use a floss that says magic.
Yes.
Yes.
People that don't name their floss, literally, you can convince me to buy it by putting a name on it.
True.
I'm susceptible to that kind of marketing.
Okay, good to know.
So
that's pretty.
Just a stunning pink down to this very deep purple. That kind of reminds me of one of Rawlings' descriptions of something that Dumbledore was wearing. It's just ridiculous. So the next 2 I have actually used. I did use them in what I have finished in those Black Needle Societies, but they're not anywhere near done. So this one is called Brimstone, and I don't dye floss, but I imagine that it's not the easiest task to go from black to yellow without losing or risking losing a lot of that change. And it just blends beautifully up into this red and into this dark pink with some oranges. It's Pickles. He's fine.
He's fine.
So this one is called Brimstone. And then the last color that I've got is Galaxy. I think she still has this one on her site. Her colors change often because she does not do large batches. So this is just your beautiful pinks, purples, greens, blues. There's a little teeny tiny bit of yellow here, trying to get in and make his voice heard. So again, they're luscious. They are just luscious. They're super soft.
Yeah, they are. They're very nice.
I feel like they're not gonna knot very much. If they did, I would not have a problem putting Thread Heaven on them. I do not believe that these are color fast. So if you get them and you want to use them, again, just test them in a corner or run them under cool water until the water runs clear. However, you might lose some of these
vibrant colors.
The vibrancy of the colors, which, I mean,
I really like that one. That's pretty. I like them all.
They're incredible.
I'm going to have to go look shopping now.
I know. I'm sorry.
You are not.
I'm not trying to enable. I'm trying to share.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. So that's KCraftWorks LLC on Etsy. Fabulous. Just fabulous. So.
You think?
Well, so that brings us to the end of our list.
I know we did have we had a written list again. We do better with lists.
I want to make sure I cover everything.
Yeah.
So again, you know, we want this Flosstube to be as much about you as it is about us, and we got some really great words of encouragement and some support and from our fellow stitchers. This was really daunting. I have Hashimoto's. You have Hashimoto's. Mm-hmm. Hers is better controlled than mine. And I've gained a lot of weight since I started my job in December. So getting in front of a camera was kind of difficult for me. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who had very nice comments.
All the likes and everything.
Yes.
We were like, I like Esther, I'm like, oh my gosh. We have 25 new subscribers and 163 people looked at our video. How exciting.
It's super exciting.
It's super exciting, yes. Very exciting.
So, but again, we want to answer questions you have. If you have a vendor you'd like to have a review on, let us know. If there's a product that you'd like us to look at, let us know.
Yeah, something that you love that, hey, you should check this out and look at it. We're always willing to check, yeah.
Or something that you just don't want to buy because you don't want to waste your money, and if it's not unreasonable, I'll go buy it and review it and see what it says, see what it does. I love to try new things. This goes back to me wanting to join the boxes over the summer. I'm kind of at the point where I am tired of hunting for things, and I'm tired of accepting what the mainstream people have to offer me. So I was hoping to get some independent boxes where I could get new things. And hang on, baby. And so again, that's why, you know, I got these, and I got these.
I gotta go shopping there.
I love these. You know, and I want to branch out into possibly designing my own things. I'm going to tell you guys that I'm not necessarily an out of thin air artist. So if I do get designing and get it off the ground, you're going to see a lot of focal pieces like this because
she likes to bling.
Well, it's not even that I like to bling, but I see this and I see the pattern I can build off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like bling a lot.
She does.
I have a lot of specialty fibers. Stay tuned. This is my daughter Liz.
Hi.
And so let us know. What do you want to know about? What do you want to see? Again, you know, we are working on building a beta box, and the goal is to bring you stuff that's really quality, that's new, that's innovative. Not that we don't love our mainstream designers, because our mainstream designers keep this craft going, but we also need to have new ideas and new voices that we can all appreciate and discuss. And you know, if you're one of those people and you want to get a review, let us know. Again, we are not asking for anything for free. I'm happy to purchase, but
let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah,
because it's about you and me and Etsy.
Yeah, and Etsy.
And Etsy.
And Etsy. Or Etsy's good. Or stash unloading. I'm dangerous on stash unloading.
I've kind of burnt out on station loading.
Yeah, she's onto Etsy right now, and then she sends links. Go and look at this, and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. Yes, and then I go, I bought that pattern.
I know.
Yeah.
There was one time I sent you a shop, and you and Kate were both like, "Oh yeah, this is a gold mine."
Yes, we like the patterns in there. So yeah,
I don't own any yet. We'll have to buy some. So downloadable patterns are lovely.
they are.
So have a good day,
Week.
night, weekend.
Like, subscribe, share.
Drop us a comment. Let us know what we've done wrong here.
What would you like to see differently?
Right. We have already ordered a tripod to get this lower and closer so that you can see things better.
Yep.
But if you have other suggestions,
Please
let us know.
Yep.
Absolutely. So,
All right.
we will see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.